All right, guys, so we have kind of an interesting one today. Yeah, this is a mod, but it's also a weight reduction, it's a strength increase, and kind of an appearance mod that's going to last longer. Let's talk about it. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the vlog. Thanks for pressing play. Today, we are going to be doing a mod on the C8 Corvette Z06, and it involves dropping some weight, increasing strength, and even increasing some corrosion resistance. What am I talking about? I'm talking about lug nuts. All right, guys, so here it is. This is from Paragon Performance, really nicely packaged, nicely shipped, of course. Everything that comes from Paragon it's almost like opening up a new iPhone. It's just always perfect. But let's open this up because, as you heard there in the beginning, yes, these are lug nuts, but specifically titanium lug nuts. Yeah, titanium. And you can tell by just holding it. It is significantly lighter weight than the stock lug nuts. They're black, so they'll match your black wheels on your Z06 or C8 Stingray. And if you look inside there, you can see the rainbowing of the actual titanium. So these are legit titanium. And somehow Paragon is putting these out for less than what you'll pay for the stock black lug nuts from GM. And the stock black lug nuts from GM are not very good. You may be asking, well, Justin, why aren't they any good? They look pretty good. They do look pretty good in there. But as soon as I pull one of these out, you're going to see why I'm not a big fan, because my car has about 3,300 miles on them, and these are already starting to rust. Yeah, starting to rust. Now, the one big key component to titanium, other than the fact that it's lighter weight than the lug nuts that GM gives us, these won't rust. They won't rust. They're stronger and they're lighter weight. So all benefits, literally all benefits to these. And the best part, I didn't even talk about the best part yet. The best part, these are cheaper. They're actually cheaper than the stock GM black lug nuts. Yeah, let's talk all about these things. These things are an absolute insane value. So one thing to mention right off the bat is that the lug nut itself, the titanium lug nut, is smaller. So the stock lug nut size is 22 millimeter. And the new ones, the new titanium ones, are actually going to be 19. This is actually the socket that I use for my C7 Corvette, and now I guess I'll be using them for both. So I have one of the lug nuts off, and this is not one of the worst ones, but you can already see right there's some rust, some more, and it's all kind of happening down towards the end. So again, these being, I think, $200, almost $300 from GM, this should not be happening. And this is, like I said, this is one of the ones that's not as bad. There's other ones on here that are even worse than this. So let's go ahead and measure these out, see how much they weigh. So scale is zeroed out. We'll place it right there. Looks like 3.2 ounces for one of the stock lug nuts. And for the titanium one, 1.2. So literally 2 ounces per lug nut lighter. And this ridiculous rust isn't going to happen. Obviously, we don't want rust on a $150,000 car, so get the cheaper, lighter, stronger, no rust alternative from Paragon Performance. Guys, I'll link it in the description down below, of course. Also, since I know the question is going to come up, the titanium lug nut is actually a hair shorter than the stock ones. I really only cared about this myself because I don't like whenever the aftermarket lug nuts are significantly taller than the stock ones, because they stick out more. But here's an example of what it's going to look like. The titanium one is right there at the bottom, and the rest of them are the stock ones. And you can see it's not quite as thick, we'll say, but it definitely stands in there just about the same as the rest of them. So some simple math, which I'm obviously very good at. Not really, but the internet helps me with these things. And that is, these are 2 ounces less in weight each. 2 ounces times 20 is 40 ounces. 40 ounces is 2.5 pounds. 2.5 pounds just by changing out your freaking lug nuts. That's insane. So yeah, needless to say, we're going to finish this up, switch out all of these lug nuts to what can only be described as a better lug nut in every single facet. Yeah, I'm getting really excited over lug nuts. I know, but this is pretty cool. Anyway, I'm going to finish these up, and we'll talk more about it in a second. Here is one of the worst lug nuts. I mean, it is all just chipped up and rusting, and it's unbelievable for how much these things cost that this would be a problem. I'm going to take these over to the GM dealership and see if they will warranty these, since these are on my original build sticker. And for the price, they really should. I don't see why this would be happening. Hopefully this is an isolated event, because if not, these are just not worth it. And in case you were wondering what it looks like as the finished product, there it is. So it really doesn't look any different, which is a good thing, because I always liked the way it looked anyway. But other than the look, you get, of course, the lower weight, the stronger build, the more corrosive resistance. I mean, it's literally all pros. And even the price is less, like I said. I don't know. I know I'm talking a lot about a lug nut, but what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna switch all of them out now, and then we are gonna take a drive over to the dealership and see if they will, in fact, warranty these rusted lug nuts. I mean, look at that. Every one of them has a little bit of rust on it. Some of them are obviously a little worse than others, but they're all rusted to some degree. And here it is, all complete, guys. So all sets of the wheels here have the titanium lug nuts. The entire car, all the way around. All the stock ones are sitting up on my workbench. Yep, you can see right there. There's 5 of them in a row, and all 5 of them are rusted. Yeah, that's pathetic. And then on the side, this one right here looks like it might not have any rust on it. Yeah, that one looks okay. But the majority, basically almost all of them are rusted. So now that we got the titanium ones on the car, let's go see if GM will do anything about this.